What's up, guys? Welcome back to the MontyVerse. Today we are checking out another episode of the live-action Netflix One Piece series. This time it's episode 3, Tell No Tales. And what a fitting title for the character we're about to meet in this episode, Nikki, wouldn't you say?
I would say so, and I've been saying for so long, I feel like we got the least of him in the promotional materials, so I'm finally excited to see his portrayal in live action.
All right, guys, let's get ready to meet Captain Usopp. Oh,
that's interesting that they're flashing back.
Aww, little Usopp.
I already like this better than the way this was portrayed in the anime. Because I like that we're getting a flashback to when he was younger.
I feel like there's so many flashbacks in Usopp's arc, in the Syrup Village arc.
It's just a matter of how do they use them.
Pirates, man the cannons! Bend the hatches!
Oh, batten your hatches, you idiot! When are you going to stop wasting your life, Usopp? It's pathetic.
Pirates! Pirates! The pirates are coming! They're coming!
Just let the dude live.
Oh! I called this!
Dude, that's so awesome, you're right.
I love that, though, because it kind of, like, freshens it up every episode.
Yeah, and that looks so cool. Nerd alert.
Hey, nerds are cool.
You're right.
Speaking of cool.
You're right.
Hey, Nami. Nami.
What?
It's...
Aww.
Zoro, check it out.
That's unique.
Supportive.
We're taking in water. What did you...
Oh, no.
We're gonna need a better ship if we want to make it to the Grand Line. A real pirate ship. Worthy of the Straw Hat crew.
Wait.
Nice. Nice.
But once I sink my teeth in, I don't let go.
Get it like a dog. Jeez, he really wants to find this Straw Hat Luffy kid.
Hey.
I loved so much more that Zoro gave him that haircut.
I know.
Which one of you secured this rigging?
He did, sir.
Is that true?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Oh, my God. This guy needs comeuppance ASAP.
You've spent time at sea.
Well, he already knows that.
Got him.
Why don't you come with me? Leave all this drilling to the Roarer.
Oh.
Sir? What about me?
Find a rope and practice. I would have hoped your father would have taught you better.
Ooh.
I mean, that's true, though.
Yep. I mean, this is like the exact opposite of what happened in the anime.
You gotta be kidding me.
Huh?
That clown was worth 15 million berry. We should have stuffed his head in the bag and brought it with us.
You're kind of a wanted man yourself now.
Ooh. Got him. Ooh, I love that shot.
Well, we're not going to be here for very long. Turns out Syrup Village is known for their shipbuilding.
Nice.
Lots of options.
Well, what are we?
How serendipitous.
Wait till I
Oh.
get my hands on that rubber hose, little...
Wait, what?
More Buggy?
Oh my god, he got his body already.
Oh man, I want to see him flop
Oh,
around.
I know.
About time one of my sorry excuses for a support.
Oh,
Oh.
Fishman.
We're closed. Show's on hiatus.
Arlong wants a word.
Oh. Interesting.
This is crazy.
That I don't take requests.
Oh,
That,
damn.
what? That is wild.
That is wild.
3 of us right now.
Well, unless you could find another weird, desperate soul to help us.
Wow. I wonder where they can find one of those. It's the going merry. She's beautiful. Just as beautiful as the day we lost her.
Real beauty, huh?
Could it be? I love that.
I know.
She's perfect.
You can say that again.
There you are.
I like how we actually see Usopp working. So his
And doing something
others,
useful.
other than just being the sheep who cried wolf.
I'm chief technician in charge of incrustation removal and aviary waste eradication.
He scrubs barnacles and cleans bird shit.
He can't help.
Not just this one, she owns the whole shipyard. She's rich.
Damn.
I'm sure you could strike a deal with her.
Oh no, they're two children.
I know, but I love that so much about their dynamic.
I was forced to work alongside the crew. They would lock me in the bilge if I didn't.
Oh, that's just not nice.
It's very not nice.
Is that mahjong?
Maybe?
I don't know.
I was hoping you knew.
I don't know what that is.
No, that's not. I don't think that's mahjong, but it's something.
It's something. Someone let us know in the comments what that is, because I don't know.
You're gonna rob the place blind.
At least a little blurry.
So, if you have an invitation...
I love this skepticism he has of her.
Yeah.
I know nothing of the sort. I'm here to give Kaya an extra special gift.
Usopp!
Aww.
Aww.
This is the first time we're seeing Kai, right?
Yeah, I have not seen any of her in any promotional material.
I wonder who that butler could be.
Ooh.
Walking her.
We've had this discussion. You mustn't show up unannounced.
Nonsense, Glahador.
Lahador.
If you come to tell me another story, I do.
The greatest name ever. I'm so glad that's his real name.
Sham, kindly show Usopp and his friends to the guest suites. You will bathe and change before.
Emphasis on the bathe. Damn, she is rich.
Man, like, I love the aesthetic of this house and the gardens. It's like,
Oh, does Zoro recognize this guy?
probably. And, like, it's very Alice in Wonderland-esque
Yes.
to me. And
This-
more whimsical than what we've seen.
The set design is fantastic.
It's,
An egg?
A giant pearl!
It's obviously a giant painted... not painted, it's obviously a real pearl.
It wasn't land I was on. It was a massive piece of goldfish shit.
That's some funky-looking tea.
Wow. Yeah, blue tea. I guess from the blue flowers that are outside. Maybe they make the tea in-house.
I'll keep going on these grand adventures as long as you want to hear them.
heaven must stand for the world.
This Usopp definitely has a charm to him.
Yeah.
Why would anyone even need this many clothes?
It's not about need with these people. It's about want.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Well, what do you think?
Luffy's not the person to ask.
You're right.
You look like Nami.
You know what? I was wondering, is he gonna have the swords with him? Of course he is.
Something black.
Nice. Do you think he showered with the swords?
Maybe.
Yes.
You want to bet?
Hmm.
What are the terms?
I bet I can convince Kaya to give us that ship.
And when you can't?
We go with your plan. Steal
Oh.
You're on.
But again, this is how confident he is. He's so confident that he's going to do it.
Well, the other thing is there's also no real alternative.
Yeah, that he's willing to, like, bet the thing that means the most to him, which are his morals. Not really, but, like, his code of
Yeah.
ethics.
Nice.
Their interactions together are perfect because they all have different senses of humor.
You know.
There has to be something up with that tea.
Yeah, 100%.
I shall try.
Man, those collars are really bugging me out.
Oh.
They really have a theme.
Careful, you idiot.
Sorry. It's a chef's reflex.
You
No,
will
it's
poison
not.
yourself.
Oh.
Sorry, sir, it won't happen again.
No, it won't.
I'm so dumb. Do you know what I just realized?
What?
They're the brothers.
Yeah.
I just realized that.
Except they're not brothers.
Right.
In this.
But, they all look so good, though. Again, this is a nice way to adapt these characters to involve them in a way that makes them more significant.
Absolutely. Without stretching the story.
Right.
Just telling the absolute the core of the story.
2 minutes.
It's almost like Garp in this version is kind of maybe making up for, like, I don't know, like, mistakes he's made in the past by taking in Kobe
and kind of mentoring him.
Where it was a lot less vague in the anime.
Or more vague.
Or yeah, more vague. He definitely saw something special in Kobe because he is a special young man.
But not with this level of focus.
Yeah, and not by he didn't treat him this good, or this gave him this.
Yes, sir. Clear the board. We go again.
It's just good to see Kobe like
Succeeding
and being in a good place.
Oh my god, they're both in black.
Are they wearing the different pieces of the same suit?
Probably.
Hey, Zoro, you gotta try this.
Got all I need right here.
Nice.
Oh,
Just
he
wants to
looks
get lit.
he looks dapper.
Yes. I believe he wore that on the cover to one of the mangas.
Oh yeah, you're right.
All of Kaya's finances.
Oh, yes. I've handled her family's accounts.
Mary.
May I present Miss Kaya?
He just doesn't care. Just wants to eat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not at all.
No.
I'm sure she would agree. It suits you splendidly.
Aww.
It's nice for her to be around other women and not.
Yeah, but
These brutes.
probably the mention of her mother.
Yeah. Nami knows how important that is. Oh, smooth transition. Man, this is some wacky, wonderful, surreal set design. Like, all of these plates.
The design, I even think a lot of the shots have been in that same vein.
Absolutely.
We want to buy a ship from you.
I see. Usopp mentioned that you're sailors.
Nope, not sailors.
Oh no.
We're pirates.
Why did you just admit that?
Zoro's just like, yeah, let me just keep drinking.
Long, but we have already defeated an evil clown, raided a marine base.
Oh, he's so dumb.
He's so stupid. I love him. That's classic Luffy.
And we're just getting started.
What are you doing? Get down!
You know it's bad when even Usopp's like, oh no.
As long as I can remember. And I'm finally making it a reality.
You're so damn earnest, man.
I know.
And become king of the pirates.
You're serious?
He's really pushing his luck.
Because the ship is also a home.
That will be quite enough!
Whoa, easy, bro. Let the man speak.
That went pretty well.
You say so.
I want those pirates found.
Yes, sir.
Not you. Him.
What?
What?
Your position as senior cadet has proven unwarranted. Nepotism can only get you so far.
Suck it, Nepo baby.
Don't waste it.
This is all happening so fast.
It's happening fast, but it's like the most expected outcome given what we know about Kobe and Helmeppo.
Or maybe,
and even Garp.
Or do you think he's sending Kobe intentionally because he knows that he won't be as hard on Luffy as, say, Helmeppo, who's just a world-class piece of garbage?
That's very true.
Oh, mercy.
And I won't let anyone take advantage of her.
Whoa.
I won't stand for this any longer.
Oh! Oh my gosh.
Is this the best way to ask for an autograph? I mean, sheesh, fans have gotten so toxic.
I'm no fan of yours.
Oh, man. Oh, this is a change. Oh, nice.
And then he stole a map of the Grand Line, and now he's talking shit about fighting the One Piece.
Whoa, what a snitch.
I mean, is a snitch when Luffy would say that himself?
True, but also he's a pirate. And he's a really scary pirate. Clown. I was wondering if Nami's satchel was going to show up at some point. Her thieving satchel.
So what do we do now? Have sleepover, do each other's makeup?
Everyone's so careful around me. Like one wrong move and I'll break. I don't want your pity.
Well, you've been getting fed poison by a cat man.
All that stuff true that you said about the clown and the axe hand guy?
Are those Turkish delights?
Maybe.
He likes to come around and tell me all about his brave exploits and grand adventures.
That's way more backstory than I think he got in the anime.
Have you ever lost anyone close to you?
That's a loaded question.
I'm jealous.
Said the rich girl.
You're not very good at this friends thing, are you?
Maybe Nami's starting to realize maybe they're not so different after all.
She's gorgeous, and she's super smart. She has the best.
I think he likes her.
Oh, of course he does, but I always thought that.
Me too.
Likes me, do you?
Oh, she definitely does.
You're a great shot.
Got it from my dad. He's a notorious pirate.
Oh, will he make the connection?
He'll be back one day.
Usopp the Great.
Oh.
Oh.
He's your dad?
Yeah, why, you heard of him?
Heard of him. I know him.
Whoa.
You know my dad?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Always made time for some pirate wisdom.
So you guys, like, hung out?
Aww.
That's
sad.
Cool.
Oh.
Gonna talk about feelings, I'm really gonna need a drink.
Oh, there's a wine cellar in the basement.
Why didn't you tell me that before?
Damn.
You coming?
Luffy's over here hanging out with Usopp's dad. Meanwhile, Usopp barely remembers the guy. Oh,
Everything
no.
I need right here.
Oh, no.
Gross. Who sees a pot of blue and goes, I'll eat that?
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I'm pretty sure they keep the good stuff over here.
Oh! Dude, did you not see that before?
Yeah.
5 blades. Think I've seen this before. Well.
Oh.
You're Kuro, captain of the Black Cat Pirates.
Oh. Captain Kuro.
So I will collect the bounty today.
Whoa. That makes him pretty OP. It's alright. I'll just add a sword. Oh, that's not cool.
I mean, that's kind of lame. They were like so sneaky and then they let him get away.
Yeah, they just hissed at him. Stupid cats. Dogs wouldn't have let
Bring
him
back
go.
the dogs from the last episode.
Yeah.
Outside of the house this time.
Suppose the boss, you just conked him on the head.
I was gonna say.
Let Usopp go away.
Don't let Claude, or anyone for that matter, run your life. You're stronger than you think.
I appreciate that.
She knows more than anyone. The thief does have a heart. Damn, so Mary's like dead. Oh, definitely dead.
Oh.
That's a change.
I don't know. Are you sure?
No trace left behind.
That's not nice. Just throwing the guy swords.
I mean, hey, they're stupid enough to give them to him in case he wakes up.
It's the Wado Ichimunji.
Someone! Help! Help me! Please open up! I swear it's the truth, there really are pirates! Enough, Usopp! Go on!
Oh. Oh no, he's coming to a realization. No! Maybe he shouldn't have lied every day for 7 years straight.
Yeah. Amazing what people will do when a pattern develops.
Yes.
That's it again, Bankina. Going on and on about pirates coming. Get hold of your...
Oh.
Mom? Mom? Mom?
Oh no.
I believe you.
Oh!
Oh no.
What a cliffhanger,
Oh
though.
my god. How dare this show, you know? They have some nerve to end this episode like that. That's not nice of them. Oh my god. Okay, first tears of the series. Thanks, One Piece. What a way to end it. He's lying because he wants to believe the truths he's telling. He's lying to mask the pain that he feels from his dad leaving and his mom dying.
Yeah.
So I hope that you guys out there, I mean, we know this already, but now you guys know that Usopp, he doesn't lie maliciously. Because trust me, this Usopp is so much more palatable at first than I think the anime Usopp was, because the anime Usopp is so over the top, and so I would say this Usopp is more suave and charming.
Yeah, and it's like he's annoying more than I think he's causing like too many issues. And also like what I immediately realized is they cut those 3 kids who I think really did not serve
The Usopp pirates.
who I don't think really served that was the purpose. If anything, they just made him more annoying.
I think the only purpose they showed is to show Usopp's morality and his selflessness when he kind of told them to get lost so he could protect them. Yeah,
but I think a lot of that comes through with Kaya though, because
well, in this it does definitely in the condensed form.
Yeah, so
because in the anime, Kaya just smacked him across the face,
yeah,
and essentially told him to get lost when he tried to tell her.
Yeah.
So it was him like not wanting these kids to get involved because he knows if he told them the same thing he told Kaya, they would believe him, whereas Kaya wouldn't. So as here, I think Kaya would believe him no matter what. If he told Kaya that, she would probably, I don't know, maybe.
Well, I was gonna say, I had the impression from when she was talking to Nami that there's this small part of her that maybe doesn't necessarily think he's telling the truth, but because she's like at such a low point in her life and is so lonely that it's like just his exuberance and telling them brings some semblance of joy to her life. So in that regard, she's willing, there's maybe the part of her that like wants to believe him or doesn't care if he's lying.
Yeah.
That's my interpretation, could be wrong, but that's just kind of the way she talks about him telling his stories.
I love the way they adapted the Syrup Village arc because for me, I think it drags a lot in the anime at times.
Oh, it's horrible. I don't want to say it's horrible, but
it's not bad. but it drags. It definitely drags because I feel like it has a lot of flashbacks, but it's the same flashbacks over and over again, and it feels padded. Whereas this, I really like how they're cutting away a lot of that fluff. They're keeping the bare bones of the story.
Yeah.
Usopp's a notorious liar. The relationship with Kaya, the Klahadore stuff.
Yeah.
Mary.
Well, I was gonna say, like, they did again, with the other episodes, they did such a great job of condensing it to where they kept it largely in the one location. They brought all of them together quickly. They don't have, at least so far, we don't have them, like, that whole stupid subplot of running in the wrong direction to see the pirates. And also, like I said, the brothers, or in this case, the siblings, are already there.
Yeah, they're already there.
They're not arriving. They're just already helping Kuro to begin with.
They're part of the scheme. They're part of the crew of the house, the crew, which makes sense because he shouldn't be doing it by himself. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. But yeah, I really love the structure of this episode. I think it's handled so much better here than it is in the anime. We still get the classic Usopp backstory with the sick mother and the Yasopp baggage that he carries around.
Yeah.
He wants to honor his dad by being a brave warrior and by going out and being on the seas and being a pirate. But at the same time, he never had that relationship with his father. So he's kind of chasing that as well. He wants to become a great warrior to make a connection with his father, a connection that he never had. So he feels like if he's able to do what his father did, that will replace the hole that he has in his heart from not having that father-son relationship. And you could really see it, which is, again, the acting in this series is so good. And you could really see it on Jacob's face when Luffy's like, oh, I know your dad. He gave me advice all the time, and we're best buddies, and we hung out. And he's like, oh,
cool.
You knew my dad.
I know.
And his face tells you all you need to know.
Oh, yeah. And I think, but that's totally understandable, though. And I think that's a fantastic moment.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Luffy, who's just, like, so oblivious. This is maybe, like, I mean, he's been kind of stupid this whole time, but man, it really came through in this episode where I appreciate his passion, but the fact that he's laid it on the table in front of a bunch of strangers about how he's a pirate.
This is probably the most original recipe Luffy we've gotten in the series so far. He's just so thoughtless in this episode. And not intentionally, not maliciously. When I say Luffy's thoughtless, I don't mean that in a malicious way. He's just a lovable, thoughtless goof. And that comes out a lot in this episode. I think more so than it had in the other episodes, which showed him being somewhat intelligent and having like battle prowess and like situational intuitiveness. Whereas here he's just like, yeah, I'm a pirate. F it. Like, I'm gonna be the king of the pirates.
No, definitely. The one thing that I'm also still a little annoyed about, and I hate sounding repetitive at this point, is once again, I feel like Zoro really gets the short end of the stick.
I feel like next episode I feel it in my soul that next episode is going to be a Zoro episode.
I did too, but it's like, the one thing that they changed that I'm surprised is they had him basically knocked out, like, immediately by one of the siblings, even though, like, a whole part of this arc was him taking them both on together.
Well, I think we're going to get that next episode.
And it's just, like, it was more of a cheap shot this time.
I think because you need to set stakes, right? If Zoro... See, because it's really smart to have them knock Zoro out and dump him in a well. Because one, it takes Zoro off the board, so you're building stakes again. And you don't, as a writer, you don't want to have Zoro beat the three big bads of the arc.
Which he was never going to.
But you can't have him lose to them either, because then it knocks him down too much of a peg. Because he still carries around this arrogance with him, and we know that he can't get knocked down until he meets someone who can really knock him down. And I feel like he could take Kuro on one-on-one and beat him. Kuro on one-on-one and beat him in a fight. So I think they had to strategically move him off the board so that when he comes back to, Luffy can take on Kuro and Zoro could take on Tweedledee and Tweedledum over there. And Zoro will get his badass moment. But we did... And I love how each episode gives us more to Zoro's backstory. Like, he mentioned the promise he made. Now we're getting Wado Ichimunji. We're getting the name drop. We already got Santoru, the 3-sword style. So we're picking up the pieces. And I feel like at some point coming up soon, we're going to get that flashback of Zoro.
I hope so. Just because, like, and I'm surprised that I care this much because I love Zoro. I would never have said he was my favorite character.
Well, you're talking about him a lot when we all know the best character is yet to come up in this show. #Sanji Watch.
Debatable.
He's my favorite anyway.
I appreciate your passionate excitement for what
Yeah,
is still to come,
Sanji,
though.
baby.
It is so interesting because if there's any arc that I thought they were going to drag out more, I'm kind of surprised it's this one, even though it makes total sense now that we're seeing it.
It feels like we're coming to a peak at this point, so I really wonder how they're going to fill an hour more of this story, because it feels like everything's falling into place. But that's why I'm curious, are we going to get the Zoro backstory next episode? Because it usually does happen in the anime
around this time.
Yeah, after this arc leading into the Baratier arc. So are we going to get that in like half that episode is going to be Zoro flashbacks, the same way this episode had Usopp flashbacks cut in between, and the episode before that had Luffy flashbacks cut in between. So is each episode going to have flashbacks of the younger version of a Straw Hat? Because we know that this one is Usopp. Next one, let's just say it's going to be Zoro. 5 and 6 would have to be Sanji, right?
Oh, 100%.
AKA they got to have 2 episodes for Sanji. He's the best. And then Nami's 7 and 8.
Well, I was going to say, I think the massive benefit of Baratier and then what comes after that is the fact that they kind of just continue into each other very seamlessly.
Yeah.
So I think those arcs will have an easier time being a little bit more Frankenstein together. But I think you made a great point about Zoro being focused on in the next episode, though, because like I said, we haven't gotten him yet. And I feel like it would make more sense to do it now than try to combine that with Baratier or go into Baratier that way.
And let's just think. We know Zoro has Iron Resolve. That's Zoro's thing. He's got the willpower. He's got the Iron Resolve. He was dumped in a well. So I could really see half the episode is him flashing back to the promise he made and that resolve and him climbing his way out.
Also, what's going to help with the pacing of this episode, because I felt it a lot this episode, not that I dislike it, but now that the Marines and Kobe are there, we're not going to cut to their own side story. It
didn't bother me.
It didn't bother me. I'm just saying it like it was noticeable.
Fair enough.
Like, because you mentioned in the last episode how we had 3 different story arcs, and that's very different from the anime. So this one, I also noticed it. But now that Kobe's already there, he's in the main action. So I think that gives this episode room to breathe if they then want to focus on the flashbacks for Zoro.
Yeah, I would definitely. I don't share that same idea that you had that it took away from this episode. I think
I didn't say that it took away.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
Well, you said you felt it.
I felt it, and it's not inherently bad. It's just more like, oh, this is kind of different. Like I didn't because I knew there was gonna be more focus on Kobe. I just didn't know it would be this much.
I love that because for me, and for you, we both watched the anime. We both watched these arcs, and for me, like having those, like especially the stuff with Buggy and Arlong, and the stuff with Garp and Kobe, there's stuff that is all new or stuff that's brought to the forefront a lot sooner than it's supposed to. So I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm watching those scenes and I'm like fully engaged as opposed to like, oh, I know what you're doing. I know what you're setting up.
So actually, I have a question because I'm actually a little confused about this. On the positive side, I'm hyped that we got Arlong this quickly.
And more Buggy.
And
more Buggy is a definite plus for me.
But I'm actually a little confused because I'm not sure how to read it. Why is Arlong now suddenly interested in Luffy? On what basis?
He's not interested in Luffy. Let me piece this together to you. End of episode 2, Nami calls Arlong's fisherman, says, I've got the map to the Grand Line.
Yeah, and that's what I figured they were there for.
So they probably go to where she said she was around. They probably knew that Buggy was in that area.
And they were already mad at him.
Go to visit Buggy. Buggy mentions this guy, Luffy, has the map to the Grand Line. They can't get in touch with Nami anymore.
Yeah.
Because she almost killed her transistor cell phone snail.
Yeah.
So now they think that Nami ran off with the Straw Hat Luffy and is double crossing them.
So that's what I figured. But what I was kind of waiting for, just to make it a little more explicit, was for Buggy to like offhand mention like, yeah, this guy Luffy and he's with like these other 2.
I thought it was fairly obvious. I thought all of it was. I think they showed you every single piece that you needed.
I don't know though if Buggy conveyed it in a way that made it as obvious.
The only obvious thing was mapped to the Grand Line. That's the one thing he's after.
That's fair. I that's a good point. I think I was probably underestimating the narrative to maybe spell it out more. But the way you described it makes sense.
If they spelled it out, that would have annoyed me. Like, almost like how they did it last episode with Luffy repeating the same thing Shank said.
Yeah.
Where I don't think we needed that because we saw him act it out earlier in the episode.
Yeah.
So if Buggy were to go, yeah, and this girl's Nami's with him, and Zoro, and this is every detail, and would you just say Nami? Oh man, I don't think we needed that because it's inferred,
Yeah.
and it's the writer saying, I think our audience is smart enough to kind of put the pieces together.
That's fair. I think it's like, because it's already happened a bit with Garp and Kobe, it's like I was almost kind of expecting it to be written that way, but that's fair though.
No, yeah, I can get it. It's very interesting to see the Fisherman and Arlong this early, but it makes sense if you're tying together the East Blue saga as one big saga altogether. I think narratively, as a season of television, live action television, it works better to have the I guess the big boss or the big bad of the East Blue kind of show up early to build his menace as you kind of build to him.
Yeah, I'm surprised, and I'm sure they were gonna make it work well no matter what they did, but it's crazy though the way that they did this.
It's so fun because it's fun for people who haven't seen the anime because this is because all of the building blocks and the foundation of the show is there. So you're getting what we love about the show. You're getting the characters, which is what I love the most about the show. You're getting Luffy and his ideals and the pursuit of dreams and how important that is. And for us anime watchers, we're also getting a new experience because of the things that they changed. And that's so exciting for me because it's like, oh, I recognize that, but now it looks like this. And oh, I know who that is, but now they look like that.
Right.
So it's really fun to kind of put the pieces together. And it's an adventure that we can all go on together. Yeah.
Yeah, adventure.
Yeah, and one more thing, it's really interesting that kind of they're building Garp up as like the anti-Luffy, where Luffy is all about following your dreams and pursuing your dreams, and that really is what inspired Kobe to join the Marines in the first place. And then to have Garp come in and say like, no, we're going to weaponize that, and we're going to crush their dreams, and we're all about crushing, and he says that specifically.
To be fair, to give him the way you're saying it sounds very menacing, which is I think partly the intention. I think he's more making the point of he thinks their dreams are bad, so even though it sounds horrible to say, it feels justified.
Yeah, but it's also showing like the flip sides of the coin that they are.
Oh yeah, because in Luffy's case, he probably thinks every dream in the world is great, even if it's like to be a menace of a literal like terrible person.
Yeah.
He's like, wow, you want to do this? That's great.
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. That's actually a great observation.
Yeah, thanks. That's what I'm here for. You could call me a regular old Hawkeye.
Whoa, I wonder if that's gonna be a reference.
I guess we're gonna find out soon. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. Drop a comment down below if you are enjoying One Piece or if you have any thoughts on the series. And if you want to watch the rest of our One Piece reactions, make sure to click the link on the page. And until next time, guys, stay versed.